Bunker Buster opens with a mystery about the deepest strike ever recorded. Bunker Buster is the weapon that changed how hardened targets are attacked. Listen closely. Bunker Buster will surprise you with the physics behind its impact. Prepare to be shocked. Bunker Buster drops from high altitude for one simple purpose: to penetrate. Bunker Buster uses weight and shape to turn speed into destructive force. Bunker Buster is guided by military grade systems to hit precise spots. Bunker Buster looks like a long steel arrow built to bite into earth. Bunker Buster is often carried by stealth bombers on strategic missions. Bunker Buster has a casing made of super hard alloy to survive impact. Bunker Buster conceals a massive explosive charge inside a strong shell. Bunker Buster uses delayed fuses to explode after deep burial. Bunker Buster relies on lattice fins to steer during descent. Bunker Buster has no rocket motors and still corrects its path in flight. Bunker Buster needs altitude and time in the air to guide accurately. Bunker Buster strikes with kinetic energy to dig into reinforced concrete. Bunker Buster can reach depths that older Bunker Busters could not. Bunker Buster is compared to the BLU 109 to show how far tech evolved. Bunker Buster outperforms GBU 28 in sheer penetration depth. Bunker Buster translates weight into momentum that smashes and buries. Bunker Buster uses inertial navigation and GPS to stay on target. Bunker Buster contains thermal batteries to power its guidance after release. Bunker Buster has adapter rings and telemetry to report back data. Bunker Buster uses encryption keys to protect its guidance instructions. Bunker Buster hides a warhead of immense power inside a tapered body. Bunker Buster uses a rear detonator for delayed action to destroy deep bunkers. Bunker Buster impacts using a hardened nose to start penetration. Bunker Buster then uses the body mass to continue cutting through layers. Bunker Buster buries itself until the delayed fuse triggers an internal blast. Bunker Buster creates a focused underground shock that collapses tunnels. Bunker Buster is not meant for surface blast, but for targeted subterranean defeat. Bunker Buster cost and development show the level of strategic investment. Bunker Buster production price makes each use a major decision. Bunker Buster is deployed from high-flying platforms to keep the launch crew safe. Bunker Buster requires precise mission planning to choose release point. Bunker Buster uses flight adjustments to correct wind and drift while falling. Bunker Buster fins move by internal gears to steer with surgical accuracy. Bunker Buster penetration is aided by a narrow cross-section that removes less material. Bunker Buster casing design reduces resistance for deeper entry. Bunker Buster energy on impact is the product of mass and falling speed. Bunker Buster can be likened to a massive dart with a timed explosive heart. Bunker Buster effectiveness depends on altitude release and angle of attack. Bunker Buster vs. Moab reveals different doctrines for hardened targets. Bunker Buster digs into earth, while Moab creates surface air blast effects. Bunker Buster is deployed when the goal is to collapse buried facilities. Bunker Buster can create local seismic-like disturbances below ground. Bunker Buster requires two-stage fusing for reliability and safety. Bunker Buster designers balance hardness against the need to carry a big warhead. Bunker Buster history shows gradual leaps, from earlier penetrators to modern designs. Bunker Buster still raises tough questions about cost and use on the battlefield. Bunker Buster leaves a final thought to stay with you about the power of precision weaponry.